I'm going to call the regular school board meeting of ISD 717 to order. It is Monday, September 8th. It is 6:32 p.m. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, please, Elise.
Deb Polly,
Here.
Molly Maniak, Lauren Pedersen,
Here.
Corinne Hennon,
Here.
Jenny Kuski, here. Christina Olson, here. Matt Bertring.
Here.
And we have our student rep, Henry Brick, with us also this evening. And I want to welcome our guests that are here with us this evening. Thank you all for being here. So the first item of business is the review of the closed session that we held during our workshop meeting of August 25th. So this is the statement. The ISD 717 board met in closed session on Monday, August 25th. The purpose was for the board to receive a briefing on security and safety procedures of the district. The superintendent and administrators in charge of operationalizing the procedures explain the program used. The program I Love You Guys is based on a movement by the parents of a victim of the school shooting in Columbine, Colorado, which uses common language and is shared in coordination with our local police, our FBI, first responders, other area schools, homeland security, et cetera, et cetera. We also were briefed on updates to building security procedures, staff trainings, drills, and ongoing work to ensure the safety and security of our students and our visitors. Great emphasis for our district is placed on building relationships with students and looking for signs of concern. Safety and security is one of the main ongoing focuses of the district. So that is the synopsis of our closed session. Okay, on to consideration of the agenda. I don't believe there's been any changes to the agenda as published. I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda as published.
Lauren motions. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second. Corinne, discussion, questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item 6 is our Jordan Pride Award. Mr. Visner.
I did, in honor of our special guest today, who is a diehard Packers fan, I did change out of my Vikings jersey just for this award. So, all right. I'm here to present an award to Mr. Rasmussen, or to expound on an award he got that he received earlier this summer. I'm going to read the verbatim what was in the release, and then I'll talk a little bit about Mr. Rasmussen. But Mr. Rasmussen was recently selected as a Clays Nobel Educator of Distinction by the National Society of High School Scholars. A role model to pupils, Ryan was nominated by a student for outstanding dedication and commitment to excellence in the profession. Each year, student members of the National Society of High School Scholars are invited to nominate the educator who has made the most significant contribution to their academic career for the Clays Nobel Educator of Distinction Award. This honor recognizes exemplary educators whose passion and devotion to inspire their students to grow and develop as scholars, leaders, and citizens. So, Ryan has been with us for 13 years in social studies, predominantly world history. He started our AP program for world history 11 years ago, and then he added on the AP U.S. history title 6 years ago. Within that time also, Ryan was a key cog for changing us from an AP U.S. and world history classes to CE classes, which I think is an important dynamic that we now offer to our students. And he worked with the Minnesota State college system to get his master's in history to be able to teach those CE classes. So he was teaching full-time and also working on his master's to get through those classes to be able to teach CE classes. And for those of you that aren't aware, AP classes have a test at the end, and the student has to score a 3 or higher, and that's on a scale of 5. So they have to score 3, 4, or 5 on the test to get college credit. Whereas with the CE class, they need to perform in the class at a recognizable or reasonable level and are able to get those college credits. So that was a big boost for our students. So at this time, we'd like to bring Ryan up and award him his Jordan Pride Award.
talk when I'm done. So the Jordan School Board is very proud to have you on staff. We're very blessed, very honored to have you as one of the amazing staff members that we have in this district. And the fact that a student, is the one that submitted your name says a lot about your character and about who you are as a teacher. So thank you. So the Jordan Pride Award is hereby presented to Ryan Rasmussen, the National Society of High School Scholars, Clay's Nobel Educator of Distinction, whose endeavor for excellence has shown character, determination, and hard work that represent the values of our school and our community. This is just a small token of gratitude to say congratulations, and thank you for being a role model to others, and thank you for being on our staff. So the board thanks you. And I'll give you a chance.
I didn't think I was going to say anything. You'd think, speaking for a living, I'd be better prepared for that. I just want to thank the students. I want to thank Jeff because he's been great to work for however many years now.
We're saying
13. There we go. I just want to thank the students, especially the kids that take the AP and CE classes. I really get to enjoy working with kids like Henry over there, who I got to have for 2 years, and who was one of them that got nominated, or who nominated me. So, yeah, thank you.
That is great, thank you. Nobody has indicated that they wanted to speak, no public comments. So the next item is consent agenda. We have the minutes from the August meetings, monthly finance reports for August. Donations that we have are Jordan Middle School, $50 from Holly Kvapel, $45 for the JES Backpack Program for Mighty Cause, $45 again for the JES Backpack Program, Mighty Cause, $25 from the Jordan Senior Citizens for Jordan Community Ed and Rec. Matters of employment, we have new hires. Megan Shaughnessy, a building administrative assistant in the high school at Lane 1, Step 3. Ellen Brown, a paraprofessional lunchroom supervisor in the elementary school, Grade 2, Step 2. Carrie Borneman, a building administrative assistant, elementary school, Grade 2, Step 5. Stephen McClellan, assistant theater director at the high school, Grade 7. That's on the Schedule C. Ellen Helgerson, coach for 8th grade volleyball, middle school, Grade 6. Lucas Rosenberger, JV boys basketball coach at the high school, Grade 7. And Sherry Schmidt, cook's helper at the elementary school, Grade 2, Step 5. We have the resignations of Mitchell Martin, Ann Travella Vaughn, and Becky Christensen. So I will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda items.
Motion to approve. Second.
Second, who is the second?
Lauren.
Lauren, okay. Any discussion, questions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. 9.1. We have a special recognition this night, and I want to welcome to our podium Denise Dietrich from Minnesota School Boards Association. She is our lobbyist for MSBA, so.
For us?
Yes.
Thank you. So, thank you, Chair Polly and members of the board. My name is, as mentioned, my name is Denise Dietrich, and I work in government relations at the Minnesota School Boards Association. And what we try to do is bring your school board voice to St. Paul during the legislative session and otherwise. I want to thank you for the opportunity to allowing us to be here today. We have a very important award to present tonight. So every year, MSBA honors those legislators who work really hard to address the school board concerns during the legislative session. We look at a couple of different things. We look at those who are proponents of local control or local decision-making, no new mandates or reducing mandates. And so, in other words, just good public education governance for all the school districts in the state of Minnesota. So tonight, we are so proud to be recognizing Representative Ben Bakeberg as one of MSBA's 2025 Legislators of Distinction. You might be asking why. What did he do? I'm sure you already know, though, because he's one of the hardest working legislators I've ever seen in my life. And I do have a long life at the legislature. So from day one of this legislative session, he was pushing for additional revenue for our school districts. He authored actually 2 bills, one on more money on the per pupil formula and another bill on increasing LOR, or local optional revenue, understanding that those 2 revenue sources go to the school district, and that allows for school board flexibility in decision-making on those 2 formulas. And he knew, and he was a big proponent all session of acknowledging the fact if we don't provide new revenue to our local school districts, they will be making cuts. And he said it over and over and over again. And he also talked about with those cuts, he truly understands, because of his job, what that means. That means larger class sizes, less support services for students, less services, period, for our school districts. So the other thing that he did is that he continued to fight, and I don't use that word lightly. He fought every single day to provide more flexibility in your decision-making on fund balances, to be able to use money back and forth, but responsibly. And he also worked every day to reduce unfunded mandates, or to stand up for no more new unfunded mandates. Every day, that was his mantra. And then on the issue of student discipline, he made sure that the school board voice was there loud and clear, that local decision-making on student behavior needs to stay at the local level. So you might be asking, I'm at the Capitol every day with my job. So you might be kind of wondering, what does that look like from a legislator? Oh, this is what it looks like. He is in every committee. He would always bring up local control, local decision-making, those who are close to the students, close to the community. They are the people, we should be providing the resources for them to do their jobs, and leave the decision-making up to them, and avoid statewide mandates. On the House floor, the legislators spend a lot of time on their respective bodies' floor. Anytime the issue of school districts and school district management came up, he stood up very strong, once again delivering the message of local decision-making and no new mandates, and that the money should be going to the local schools instead of the Department of Education. So, as I mentioned, from day one, these were the messages that we heard from him over and over again, and that is what school board members ask from us as well. And so today I am so proud to be able to present this award to Representative Bakeberg, and you are so fortunate to have him in your community representing your schools and your kids. You're welcome. It's a noisy thing. We should really someday get a new award.
I almost broke it right off the bat, so, all right, well, thank you very much. Thanks. I'll make this quick. I just want to say thank you to Denise and Kim Lewis, who's not here, but they just do an amazing job advocating for you. And Denise talked about bringing your voice as school boards and from a management perspective, and they just do an amazing job and are great partners to work with. And we've had some honest conversations and some very direct conversations, which is much appreciated. And to MSBA as a whole, just thank you. Really, and Denise covered it, it really gets down to 3 things for me: mandate relief, local control, and funding flexibility. I mean, that's just over and over and over again what I think we need to be doing for our local schools, because the needs of Jordan are very different than the needs of Janesville or another school across the state. So the one size fits all, we have to move in a way that you're making decisions that are best for our communities. And I'd be remiss if I didn't thank you as a board. You guys are amazing, amazing partners, and also to the Shakopee School Board, to Southwest Metro, and to Prior Lake Savage. Each of the board has different unique perspectives and different ways that they go about leading their individual districts, but the commonality is just a fantastic partnership where we're able to have honest conversations and at times be able to agree to disagree, but we can do that without being disagreeable. So I think that's what we just need to continue. My family's here. Probably the highlight of the day was I was bringing burgers off the grill, and I walked inside, and there stood Aaliyah in our kitchen. So she surprised us. So I'm able to do what I do in St. Paul and in my principal role because of my amazing wife and my family. So thank you, and Skol Vikings. So.
Again, congratulations, Representative Bakeberg. We're very, very honored to have you on board here, and thank you to your family for sharing him with us. So, thank you. Okay, 9.1, recognition of the MSBA annual MSBA celebrates Board Recognition Month. Superintendent Evenson.
All right, well, congratulations, Representative Bakeberg, and thank you to MSBA for being here tonight. Chair Polly, members of the board, September in Minnesota is School Board Recognition Month. It's a time to honor the dedicated community members who serve as a guiding light for our student success in our public schools. Throughout the state and right here in Jordan, school board members serve countless hours to ensure our students have access to high quality learning, extracurricular opportunities, and a public education system that helps them to thrive. These public servants are chosen by their communities to govern local schools, manage multi-million-dollar budgets, and make decisions that directly impact the future of students and families. This is a significant responsibility that all of you approach with care, integrity, and a deep commitment to service. Our school board members don't seek the spotlight, but they play a critical civic role. They help set the vision for our schools, shape educational priorities, and make tough decisions, often after extensive deliberation and study. From serving on multiple school and community committees to maintaining school facilities and navigating state and federal laws, your leadership touches every corner of our school system. Your efforts often go unseen, but your impact is felt in every classroom, in every program, and in every student success story. This month and every month, I would encourage our community to say thank you to our dedicated Jordan School Board. Your service makes local control of public education possible. Your leadership helps shape the future of our schools and communities. And I'd like to proudly recognize all of our school board members at this time. We have Deb Pauley, who has served from 2006 to present, Lauren Pedersen, 2012 to present, Molly Maniak, who isn't able to join us tonight, 2021 to present, Corinne Hennon, 2023 to present, Jenny Kuski, 2023 to present, Chrissy Olson, 2025 to present, and Matt Bertrang, 2025 to present, and our student rep, Henry Brick, since 2024. Our students and staff and our whole community are so blessed to have all of you in their corner. So I'd like to hand out a certificate as a thank you, and after the meeting, we'd like to get a little picture with all of you, if that's okay. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much,
done.
Renee.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. That's not you.
She's traveling.
She's in advance.
Yeah, she's on vacation again.
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 Where'd you get that?
Thank you very much, Superintendent Evenson. Those kind words were very, very nice of you. Thank you. It's an honor to serve this district. Okay, review and act on the overnight softball trip. Mr. Butine.
And allow me to add my thanks to you for your service in the aftermath of that. Thank you very much for your leadership here of Jordan Schools. I've got a total of 2 overnight field trip requests to present to you here this evening, as Deb mentioned. The first one is from our softball program. They are looking to travel over a few days over spring break of next year from April 1st to 4th down to Florida for the opportunity to compete and play some softball, train for their season, do some team bonding activities along the way. They'd be headed to the Disney Wide World of Sport Resort, which is kind of an all-inclusive experience, if you will. You essentially give them your needs up front and pay them for those needs, and then they deliver everything that you need, from transportation to meals to field reservations to an umpire to all of the pieces of that experience. So that is what the softball program is looking to do. Just one piece of clarification in terms of the cost. The players in that program have been working hard over the last couple of years and continue to from their pretty well-known SALT fundraiser in order to contribute towards this trip, and those fundraising efforts are expected to cover the cost of this trip in full. So the price per participant cost is listed for you, but the students who would be participating actually would be having that cost covered through the softball booster account and funds that have previously been raised. So wanted to offer that little bit of clarification from what was on your form. This trip is for we've got a rather unique situation in our softball program. We had 0 seniors last year, so we returned the entire varsity postseason roster. So this trip is offered to them, plus any seniors that we have that did not participate on the varsity roster last year but would be matriculating towards it this year. So that's where we get the number of 18 players, and then the 3 chaperones would be our 3 varsity level coaches, Coach Kelsey Munson, and then Alicia Angelino, who's her assistant, and then actually Kelsey's father, Joel Munson, who's a volunteer assistant on the staff as well. So those are the chaperones.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Lauren, is there a second?
I'll second.
Jenny, I'll give it to you. Okay, questions, discussion. Matt, you get the next one. Any questions? Sounds like a great opportunity for the
it should be
kids,
fun.
and the fact that, you know, the salt sales is gonna cover it is just bonus, so.
Yep.
Thank you for that. Any other questions or discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
All right, the second that I have is from our baseball program. This one is a bit smaller in scale. It's just for one overnight. They're looking to head to Michigan, Wisconsin. Our coach, Brandon Arnold, has a relationship with a coach at a high school there. And they have a turf field and are a little bit further south of us. So that offers an opportunity for them to take, again, their varsity group for a single overnight over the course of spring break, April 3rd into 4th. That's a Friday into a Saturday. They would scrimmage on Friday afternoon, sleep there one night, do another scrimmage on Saturday morning, and then they would come home. So that is just a bus trip. Brandon's program, I think, would cover one meal, their dinner that Friday night. Players would need to bring finances to cover the other 3 meals while they were gone, but that would be the only money that players would spend on the trip. The rest is covered, again, through his booster account as well. So a light team bonding opportunity, but mostly an opportunity to play on a turf field where we know the surface will be dry enough at that time of the year for them to get some looks at live pitching in game situations against a different team as well. So again, a little bit smaller scale, but still an overnight piece that just looking for your approval on.
Great. Entertain a motion.
A motion to approve.
Jenny? Matt
Second.
seconds. Okay. Any questions, discussion? Okay, great. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Okay, 9.5, levy limitation and certification. Amy, Ms. Haferman.
Well, we got lucky because the levy report came out today at 2:15.
Wow.
So every year I have to go into MDE's levy information system and enter certain actual amounts like our OPEB levy, some numbers for pupil transportation, elementary sparsity, Secondary sparsity, building land leases, that information is entered into by Southwest Metro Intermediate District. I enter the debt service information and some general community service information. So with all that compiles, MDE sends out a 39-page report that's called this year it's the 2025 payable 2026 levy. So as of right now, we are looking at a 0.54 decrease in the levy for payable 25-26 in the general fund, a decrease of 7.35% in the community education fund, and a 0.2% discount or decrease in the debt service fund, and so that overall decrease of 0.44%. Now those numbers probably will change. MDE is probably going to run that report at least once a week or every week until September 30th, when we'll have to submit this to the auditor. So I am recommending that we levy to the max, which is what most districts do. This is normal standard practice for most districts around the state and allows our district to take advantage of the maximum allowable funding through state and local sources. Any questions?
Do we need a motion?
Yes, yeah, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve the maximum eligible levy for our district.
Lauren, motions, is there a second?
I'll second.
Jenny, okay, now questions.
Sorry.
Is it likely to not be a negative?
Not necessarily. I mean, the information that I have entered is current and it's to the best of my knowledge at this point. I really don't foresee it changing unless I look closer at the report and something's wrong. Like tomorrow, I'll send it to our PMA financial advisors just to make sure that the debt service information is entered correctly. And I have done that already, but they'll just always take a second look at the levy. I don't necessarily think it's going to change, but there is a slight chance that it could.
Thanks, Ian.
Thank you.
Other questions, Amy? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Amy.
Okay, Board Administrative Report, Superintendent Evenson.
All right, Chair Polly, members of the board. We are into the school year, and honestly, it's been such a great start. There's a lot of things I want to just kind of note this evening. One is just excitement. You may have noticed installation starting for some of the new video scoreboards provided by the Jordan Booster Club at both Ames Field and the JHS gym. They were financed entirely through sponsorship and fundraising efforts from the Booster Club and without district dollars. And so we're very just extremely grateful for that generosity. Both boards are, scheduled to be up and running in the next week. We're hopeful that even Friday night at the football game, we'll be able to have our first run at the one at Ames Field. So that's exciting. Our tennis and Phi Ed programs are also very excited about the resurfacing of our second group of 4 tennis courts. They were in the 30-day curing period. But that will be open, hopefully by October. We will additionally be adding pickleball markings on that court as well. So that will offer some opportunity for our students in Phi Ed plus community members as well. So that's exciting. Homecoming week is next week already. So get ready for that. I know we talked to the high school principal this last week, and I believe the parade is scheduled for Friday the 19th at 1 p.m. I've got that in the weekly update. But also on that day, it's such a fun day because we have John McFarland, class of '84, Leah Omlid, class of '09, and TJ Oakes, class of '09. 2 of them I was able to teach back in the day. They will be inducted into the Jordan Activities Hall of Fame, and that is at 5 o'clock Also on that Friday evening, the 19th in the auditorium. If you've never had a chance to come to that event, it's a wonderful event. I would ask you to come, help cheer on the new inductees. There's a nice little reception after, and it's just a great way to spend time ahead of the football game. So, that being said, the last thing I will note on that is the Scott County Senior Expo. Put that on your calendars. That's middle of October, October 17th. That's for the 55 and up group. Last year I was able to attend that event. It was packed. The music was incredible. They had fancy cars and things in back. The number of booths passing out things and the seniors coming through, it was an absolute hoot. So, and then the food, they had such a beautiful sit-down meal. Our food service did that, and I think they did scalloped potatoes and ham last year. It was just like my grandma's. So, definitely, if you can fit that in and volunteer, it's really neat. Back to school, like I said, school is back in session. There's nothing better than seeing the kids back in the schools and the staff. Our parking lot procedures, honestly, have been really great. First day, total chaos. And actually not even at the high school. The high school has been pretty smooth all through. But it was pretty chaotic that first day at JES, understandably so, because elementary families love to drop off their kiddos and pick them up on the first day of school. I totally get it. So we had a ton of extra cars on that first day. Second day, totally different story. In and out, cleared in minutes. And Friday was a little bumpier, but still not terrible. Today was amazing. Whatever they did today was perfection. So, being that we've only been in school a few days and it's already going this smoothly, I'm very pleased with where that is right now. It feels very safe, which I love that. We continue to encourage families to reach out to staff members if they have questions. The last thing I would mention, and I know Henry's going to mention it too later on, school projects. We are in the post-occupancy stage, so doing punch list items. We will be having an open house on October 4th, and I know he'll mention that as well. But that'll be from 10 until noon. We're going to have cookies and bulk milk and all of that, and the opportunity for folks to, walk around and see the new spaces. Because we have renovated a ton. When you think about it, it was 23 classrooms, 8 small group spaces, K1 wing restrooms, flex area, 2 offices, including a new front office for early learning services, a dedicated kids company space, plus restrooms for the preschool wing, a wellness space, plus we wrapped up all that 1.5 since last time everybody was in there. So there's so much more to see. So very excited for that construction open house. Last thing, huge thanks to the City of Jordan and Bolton and Mink for coming in even a little early on the roundabout project for us so that we were ready for open house for our families. It was a very rainy summer, but they did double shifts, Saturdays, double crews, just to get it done. And so much gratitude there. And with that, I'll stand for any questions.
Thank you. Any questions? For the open house, it would be nice if the board would hopefully be
I'd love
present.
to have you there because we'll put you to work. We'll have you help guide groups through spaces so that we have extra bodies to answer questions. You guys are super well versed in the spaces and that, and if not, I can catch you up to speed. But we'd love to have you leading groups if you would be able to. That'd be great.
What day is that on again?
It's a Saturday, October 4th from 10 to noon.
10 to noon. Okay.
Okay, any questions for Superintendent Evenson? Okay, thank you. Amy is leaving, but she put on your places a disclosure form. So if you don't have it filled out, we'll get them filled out. And if you have them, you want to, okay. I know, do you want it? Okay. And if not, if you could fill them out before the evening's over and then either give it to Elise or to
Yeah.
Superintendent Evenson. So, thank you. Okay, any questions on any of the other reports, questions or comments on any of the other administrative reports?
Yeah, with the senior expo, would they be making an exception for a 17-year-old who likes cars?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, high school senior. Right.
Absolutely. I was kind of excited in Kelly's report to see that they're really working on doing more home cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff. I thought that's really cool. So excited about the plays coming up and all the other things going on in all of the reports. So, and then we will turn to Henry for our student rep report.
All right, hi there, you guys. This is my first report of the new school year, as it is our first meeting of the new school year. Like a little bit of what Renee touched on a little bit is first week of school. It's great to see my friends in school, other people to see their other friends in school, get the students back in the schools, and just to get kind of in the swing and back into the groove of things of a normal school year. Homecoming is next week in school. It's coming up real fast. Everybody's real excited. You can kind of feel the pre-week buzz coming off of Heimat Fest a little bit, and then segueing right into our homecoming week. Start off with the high school. The homecoming court was just announced, and congratulations to them. I don't have all the names here, but some great people, some great friends I know that got elected into the court, and the king and the queen should be crowned before we know it. A little bit with what Renee said as well, the scoreboard in the gym is up and will be operational soon, and the new scoreboard for the football field is currently and hopefully will be available for Friday night. I know a couple of students, including myself, are going to be trained on how to use that by Daktronics on Wednesday. So hopefully student volunteers can be able to operate that pretty smoothly and be able to have that available for use for our fall sports. So yeah. And then, like I said, getting into the swing of fall sports, football being 2 games into their season, as well with the seasons well along the way for tennis, volleyball, and soccer. The middle school, same with the middle school activities and sports are up and running. The principal would like to point out that 504 out of the 533 folders were picked up at JMS open house night, so that is a 95% attendance rate at the open house night for the middle school, which is super fantastic. They hosted 5th grade students on September 2nd for their Jumpstart night. Similar with the high school, they had the 9th graders on the 2nd for freshman focus. That's a great day for new students to a new school, get to really feel their way into a new space, into a new environment. Also for the middle school, they're very excited for homecoming week to start. Get their pep fest, they get to go to the parade, go to the game. They'll also have their curriculum night coming up next week. I think Wednesday. Don't quote me on that though. And then elementary school, they didn't have a kickstart or a jumpstart or a freshman focus. All grades first days was last Wednesday. Kids are also getting super excited about homecoming. A little bit what Renee talked about. Also are planning on having their community open house night next month on the 4th, which is a great opportunity for families to come together and interact with teachers and administrators. It's going to be a great opportunity for them in the community to finally see how the beautiful building projects has turned out in the elementary school and provide a great opportunity to explore and interact with those new spaces that they might not have gotten to see before. Working on learning, lots of students are working on learning procedures for school time, such as, lunchline stuff, classroom processes and procedures. So just a bunch of municipal stuff, like when the teacher says, stop talking, you stop talking. And then last thing is bike to walk school safety with resource officers that start so that kids are making sure that they're safe when they're participating in our bike and walk to school safety stuff. So and that's all I have. If you guys have any questions about student life.
For Henry?
Covered everything.
Great report. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. Then we will go on to committee reports. Budget, finance, calendars not met. City school, you want to tag team, Matt? You want to take that one?
Yeah, I got we met tonight at 5 o'clock. Was my first meeting, so it was fun to meet a couple other board members from the city council, and Renee was good about updating them on projects we have going. They updated on a few of theirs, and they have some exciting stuff going on with the city too. So that's kind of what we discussed, just kind of exchange notes, and they got some exciting, very, very near future stuff coming up for the city that will be, I think, very helpful to our district and the city as a whole. So that's, more to come, I guess, for that, so.
So it looks like Delia's hopefully will be opening in October, that's the rumor. Birdie's, the back room, they're saying fall or winter, we'll see. Yeah, otherwise, what else did they opened the new, that area where the old hamburger home used to be, plaza, the city plaza, which is beautiful. They talked quite a bit about the parking lots in town that they added on for city parking, and that there'll be no overnight parking in those. We're all crossing our fingers for a quick trip. So,
Maybe
otherwise-
two.
Yeah, possibly two, that's right. So lots of stuff going on at the city, so. They're in the midst of negotiations also with 3 of their unions. But other than that, that was pretty much what we covered. So we were supposed to have our full school board, city council meeting, get together like we do every year on October 13th. And because the city is having a very important meeting that night and they're expecting quite a few people, we just felt it was better to postpone it. So that meeting, the full city council school board meeting has been moved to Monday, November 10th, and it will be up here in the CERC at 5 o'clock.
And we'll update all of your
Yep.
invites on your Google.
So that was pretty much it for our city school meeting. It was a very good meeting, and so it's always a fun meeting, very informative. Okay. Community Ed Rec, Corinne?
We have not met, run of the mill, and then the senior expo are big events. And then, the last time we met, we talked about member rates, and so we're still working through that, but we haven't met.
Okay. It looks like Run of the Mill and Hyman Fest went really, really good. So thanks to all that were involved with that. District Advisory, excuse me. We just got the dates today from Dr. Yamlin. Our first meeting will be in October, so Jenny, we haven't had any meetings since our last one. Facilities hasn't met, meet and confer negotiations.
We meet on the 24th.
Yep, 24th, Wednesday, the 24th, that will be our fourth meeting? Fourth meeting, so,
Oh, yeah, the first one is like the hi, how are yous.
yeah. So more to come on that. Policy has not met since our last meeting. APAC, I did have a meeting, we did have an APAC meeting, Schutzke. They laid out the calendar for the whole year. Sarah Miller Martin did a very thorough explanation about plans for the whole year. It was really well done. They're going to be having a info night at the Supper Club on Wednesday, the 24th. And that's where they invite the parents and the families and try to get them involved. Again, their focus will be on student achievement and just promoting their culture and promoting the work that they do. So it was a good meeting. Booster Club, Lauren or Chrissy?
We met on the 16th, and we reviewed basically the meeting minutes of the previous meeting, the treasurer report, talked through some of the balances that are on the treasurer report. John came and asked for, I think, the shirts for the cross-country team. The seniors get that 100-mile club for the kids that run 100 miles through over the summer. Talked about the new scoreboards that are coming in. You guys already touched base on it, so I know they're planning on finding a time to do a ribbon cutting type ceremony thing, but the only update that I had on that was they actually got delivered today, so they're going to be going up this week. The drive one for your school is going to be Saturday the 20th. Everybody should see it on social media, but if you don't, go to the Booster Club page and share it and let your people know, let the teachers know. It's one of the easiest fundraisers that we have for the school, so if everybody can go, including our board members, it's usually one family member per household that can do it. And then really they're just in the process of collecting the funds for the scoreboard. Our next meeting was moved up, so it's gonna be the second Wednesday of the month. Oh, one other thing. We did get one more new board member, Michael Heimkees. And then we do need, at a minimum, one more board member, and we could use a few more and plus volunteers. So if you know anybody in the community that is interested in joining the Booster Club, it would be really great to get some, like, 7th grade parents and 8th grade parents and 9th grade parents, because a lot of the parents that we have are more on the older side. And I know that the elementary parents tend to really get involved in the JES PTO. So,
I was gonna say you should go to the PTO meeting and mark it.
I was just gonna suggest that,
I remember being a PTO for JES, and that is there was a lot of things that we did, but I can certainly,
I think if you would, it's, gosh, Tao Habeck. Connect with her,
okay,
ask for 10 minutes, introduce yourself, talk about what you do.
Okay.
I guarantee that group, plus I would say the ELS PTO, they are so, like, on top of everything. Like,
Okay.
super involved. So if you were able to visit them, that would be amazing. The other thing that could happen is maybe that day of the open house, October 4th. I think I was told, am I accurate with this, that we'll be reaching out to groups like the Boosters to say, if you want a table, you certainly can have a table in the commons so that
Perfect.
community members could. We haven't communicated that yet, but it was a conversation just today.
okay, I will mention that. I'll
Yeah.
send an email to the team and let them
Yeah.
know that that's a possibility.
Yeah, happy to help you guys.
Perfect. So really, it was a good eventful meeting and hour long, and we are in and we're out, we're efficient. Please, community members, get involved.
Great.
There's middle
Chrissy?
school PTO too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Chrissy, anything to add? I was not able to make it. We're in the middle of audit at work. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Lauren. Ed Foundation,
Meet
we did-
tomorrow.
What?
Oh, we meet tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay. I know they're busy working on the gala stuff, so, great. Legislative, nothing new there. Possibility of the governor calling a special session, we'll see where that goes. And then we heard from Denise Dietrich tonight, of course, so. MSHSL, nothing new there. Scale, Lauren?
We meet on Friday.
Okay. SEAC, Molly's not here. Southwest Metro, nothing new there. We settled our contracts, both of our contracts. I have a meeting next Tuesday, so more to come there. So I think that's it for that. So, board reports. Lauren? Anything?
I really have nothing to report. I haven't done anything. Like, I didn't even attend Hyman Fest this year. I don't know why, but I didn't. So, I'm just happy that school has started. Everything is going well. I love the new roundabouts. I'm gonna start walking in the mornings at 8 o'clock so I can watch everybody, coming to school.
We'll give you a flag and a vest if you want.
I could maybe, I could,
Oh, I hear that there's a high demand for that.
I could maybe swing that in the mornings if you are desperate.
I hear they're pretty stylish.
I always wanted one of those when I was in 5th and 6th grade, and I just never got one.
Well, hey, we can make your dreams come true. You just show up tomorrow, 7:30. I heard is the time to be there.
7:30 in the morning.
Tomorrow,
Are they short tomorrow? Huh.
Do it.
story, first Tuesday of the month.
Can I bring a friend?
Yeah. why
Maybe
not?
I'll bring a friend with me then.
Yep,
Okay.
we'll set you up.
All
Just take a
righty.
photo if you do and send it to the group.
You can use it in your next campaign run.
That's still 2 years away.
Always thinking ahead.
Always thinking ahead. But really, I'm just happy everybody's back. I love it when the campus is full. So
Great.
looking forward to fall sports. Looking forward to the football games. And the soccer games. I did go to one of the soccer games, so.
Great, good. Thanks. Corinne?
Yeah, getting back in the swing of things here. Got volleyball and I'm coaching again. We got gymnastics and then we'll roll into JBA basketball next week, I guess, tryouts are. So it's like wild, but yeah. Was able to volunteer at Run of the Mill and cheer on the runners, so that was fun. And walk in the parade, that was fun too. It was a lot of people there. It was a big parade. Just congrats to the Hall of Fame inductees. That's exciting. And yeah, excited for the fall sports, and it's in full swing.
Jenny?
We are in the midst of football season. So both boys are playing football. Tony's coaching football. So it's just like football at our house. But no, it's just been, trying to get adjusted to all the fall things and make it to end of football after October.
Good. Chrissy?
I don't really have a whole lot, just excited to have the kids back in school. Thomas's first week at the high school was fantastic. I loved the band on the day the ninth graders were there playing when the kids were walking in. That was pretty cool. Just excited for football season. He has been playing varsity, and I have to say, the senior kids this year are phenomenal. They have been so welcoming and so nice, like bringing him into their group and stuff. So like, huge thank you to those kids and parents for raising them.
They're
to
pretty
be
cool.
Such good kids.
They're pretty-
so good.
they're pretty cool.
They're so good. They have made it so easy for him because he was very nervous coming into this season and stuff, and they have just been wonderful. But yeah, that's it.
Great, good. Matt?
Yeah, spent the weekend down at Heimat Fest. Did all the things down there. Walked in the parade as well. It's a great turnout. Beautiful weather. Was able to attend the volleyball game last week. They did really great. They're doing great again. So looking forward to Friday Night Lights and hopefully a lot more lights if everything goes according to plan. So
Great. Henry?
Go Vikings.
Yeah. I came up for the open house. I made it a point to walk through all the buildings, and I tried to hit every teacher to wish them a good year and stuff. It was just a fantastic turnout. I think having pictures that day helped a lot, but when I saw 95, 98%, or whatever it was in the reports, was phenomenal. That's really great. If anybody else wants to help with the Hall of Fame, John always looks for a couple board members to help serve the refreshments after, so I'll be doing that. If you can help with that, just let me or John know. It was fun walking in the parade. Let's see, couple concerts coming up already. Oh, it was like, holy cow. Really, Henry? Concerts coming up already?
Too soon. We're learning the Star Spangled Banner right now for choir, so we need to get our horse in gear.
So that's exciting. And then where else was I going to go with that? Oh, trials for the high school musical this fall. The musical is.
Yeah, I'm not in the musical.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's really good. I hear.
It's really good, whatever it is.
I can find that out though.
It's a report. Yeah, it's a tradition. I think so. Yes, Annie of
It
Green
is.
Gables.
I remember
yes.
seeing a flyer in the. It's Anna Green
Yes,
Gables.
Annie of Green Gables. So.
And then the middle school one was, I think he had middle school one listed too. Brothers Grimm. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All those would be great.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. Okay, and with nothing else, Lauren? We are adjourned.